Health Focus is brought to you by National Medical Stores, NMS, passionate about your life. With demands to fend for a family in society driven by capitalist protagonists, it comes with a burden of exhaustion and fatigue. Such instances of temporary fatigue usually have an unidentifiable cause.
It usually may be a sign of just being overworked or not getting enough sleep or enough rest. But many times it could be a sign that there is an underlying medical problem or something else deeper going on.
However, there are other lifestyle factors known to cause fatigue. These include use of alcohol or drugs, excess physical activity, jet lag, lack of sleep, medications such as cough medicines, and unhealthy eating habits.
There's a common thing that we know today that causes fatigue. It's a condition we call chronic fatigue syndrome. Now, chronic fatigue syndrome is what many people will present with who have worked for many years without taking leave, without getting rest, and who sleep very little. And this one is actually very harmful to health because it affects your mental faculties, it affects your detoxification processes in your body, and it really drains people.
Dr. Paul Kasenene is a qualified medical doctor who specializes in functional and nutritional medicine. He says this constant state of weariness over time reduces your energy, motivation, and concentration.
If you're feeling fatigued all the time, it may be a sign that your body has a high toxic load, and you can actually check that out.
Fatigue is not a disease, but could be a sign of many other diseases. And if it persists, then you need to seek medical advice.
We should not just simply attribute fatigue to a stressful situation or to a busy lifestyle, because it may be a sign of something more serious that's underlying.
Dr. Kasenene explained to us how fatigue can be diagnosed.
We'll do a blood count to look for the hemoglobin levels. We'll check if you have diabetes or if you have any signs of a slow thyroid. We will also check your hormone levels, especially cortisol. If we find that your cortisol levels are very low, that's a sign that you have adrenal depletion or exhaustion, and we can correct that. We also want to check your sex hormones, especially the men. If you have a low testosterone, then we know that that could be the case.
He says exercising and taking rest is a remedy for fatigue, among other recommendations.
Just 30 minutes of exercise, even 3 times a week, will go a long way to reducing fatigue. Drinking a lot of water. If your body is dehydrated or doesn't have enough water, it's very hard to produce enough energy. I recommend that everybody who is experiencing fatigue should increase their water intake to at least 2 liters per day, but can even go as high as 3 liters per day.
Walter Mwesije, NTV. National Medical Stores, NMS, passionate about your life, with support from the Ministry of Health. Procure, store, and distribute essential medicine and medical supplies to all government health facilities in Uganda.